Hi, everyone. Welcome to the English Hustle podcast, where we make learning English fun and exciting. I'm Ben.
And I'm Emma. We're so happy you're here with us today.
How are you doing, Emma? Are you excited for today's episode?
Absolutely, Ben. This is one of my favorite topics today. We're talking about something very special: traveling with purpose. Have you ever thought about traveling not just to explore, but to give back or learn something new?
That's right. Traveling with purpose means going beyond sightseeing. It's about volunteering, connecting with people from different cultures, and truly making an impact.
We'll break this down into simple English, so you'll not only learn about this idea, but also practice your language skills.
Here's what's coming up in today's episode. First, we'll learn some important vocabulary words to talk about this topic.
Then, we'll have a fun conversation where Ben and I share stories and tips about volunteering and cultural exchange.
We'll also share a short story to inspire you, some fun facts, and even practice dialogues to help you prepare for real-life conversations.
Finally, we'll guide you through a practice session to build your confidence in English. So, are you ready? Let's dive in. These are words you'll hear throughout the episode, so let's practice together. Volunteer, person who offers to do something, especially to help others, without being paid. Example: she volunteered to teach English in a small village. Repeat after me. Volunteer. Cultural exchange, when people from different countries share ideas, traditions, and ways of life. Example: the cultural exchange program allowed students to learn about life in Japan. Repeat after me. Cultural exchange. Sustainable something that can continue without causing harm to the environment or resources. Example: the project promotes sustainable farming practices. Repeat after me. Sustainable. Community, group of people living in the same area or sharing something in common. Example: the volunteers worked together to build a playground for the community. Repeat after me. Community. Purpose, the reason why something is done, an intention or goal. Example: traveling with purpose can make your trips more meaningful. Repeat after me. Purpose. Immersion, being deeply involved in or surrounded by something, such as a language or culture. Example: language immersion helps you learn faster. Repeat after me. Immersion. Local, belonging to or connected with a particular area or place. Example: we tried local foods during our trip to Italy. Repeat after me. Locale. Heritage, traditions, customs, and history passed down through generations. Example: the festival celebrates the cultural heritage of the region. Repeat after me. Heritage. Now let's have a quick quiz. I'll describe a word, and you guess which one it is. Example: this word means being deeply involved in something, like a language or culture. What is it? The answer is immersion.
Great job. Keep practicing these words at home. They'll make you sound like a travel pro in English. Emma, have you ever traveled with purpose? Any experiences you'd like to share?
Absolutely. A few years ago, I volunteered at a community school in Thailand. It was incredible to teach kids and learn about their culture.
That's amazing. I had a similar experience working with a conservation project in Costa Rica, protecting sea turtles. There are so many ways to travel with purpose. Let's explore a few types of volunteering abroad.
Yes. First, teaching programs. You can teach English, math, or other skills in schools around the world.
Another option is conservation projects. For example, helping protect wildlife or cleaning beaches.
Don't forget healthcare volunteering. Doctors and nurses can work in clinics, but even non-medical people can help by supporting staff.
And finally, community building. Projects like constructing homes or organizing local events are also impactful.
Now let's talk about cultural exchange. Why is it so important, Benny?
Well, it helps you learn new languages. For example, when I worked in Costa Rica, I practiced Spanish every day.
Yes, it also teaches you about traditions. Like in Thailand, I joined a traditional festival, and it was unforgettable.
And let's not forget building global friendships. I still keep in touch with people I met on my trip.
Let's simplify everything we've talked about so far.
Volunteering and cultural exchange are like combining learning with helping others. It's not just about travel, it's about making a difference.
And remember, even small contributions can create big impacts.
That was a lot of fun. We hope you're inspired to try traveling with purpose.
Let's summarize. Volunteering abroad can involve teaching, conservation, healthcare, or building communities. Cultural exchange helps you learn languages, traditions, and make friends.
Exactly. And the best part? You grow as a person while helping others. Now it's time for some fun facts about traveling with purpose. Did you know that volunteering and cultural exchange have been connecting people all over the world for decades?
That's right. Let's dive into some surprising and exciting facts that will inspire you to pack your bags.
Did you know that India, Thailand, and Peru are some of the top countries for volunteering? From teaching English to helping with wildlife conservation, these places have endless opportunities.
And don't forget Africa. Countries like Kenya and South Africa are popular for community building and wildlife projects. In Japan, host families often teach visitors how to make sushi or participate in tea ceremonies. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, and in Spain, cultural exchange students often join their host families for the lively festival of La Tomatina, where people throw tomatoes at each other. Here's a cool stat. Over 1.6 million people participate in international volunteer programs every year.
And about 70% of them say the experience changed their life for the better. The most popular activities are teaching, environmental conservation, and healthcare support. These programs make a real impact.
Plus, they give you a chance to immerse yourself in the local culture, making it a win-win.
We've shared some fun facts, but we want to hear from you. What's one tradition or activity you'd love to experience in another country?
Send us your answers or tell us which fact you liked best. Emma, I heard you just came back from a volunteer trip in Thailand. How was it?
It was amazing, Ben. I taught English at a local school and learned so much about their culture. What about you? Any plans to volunteer abroad?
Actually, yes. I'm thinking of joining a wildlife conservation project. Can you tell me more about your experience?
Of course. The school I worked at needed extra teachers. It was a bit challenging at first because the kids didn't know much English.
What did you do to make it easier?
I used pictures and played games to teach new words. It worked really well, and the kids loved it.
That sounds rewarding. Did you have time to explore the area too?
Yes! I visited local temples and even tried cooking pad thai with my host family. It was unforgettable.
I want to make sure I choose the right program. How did you find yours?
I researched online and looked for reviews. I also checked if the organization was ethical and focused on helping the local community.
That's smart. I'll do the same. What should I pack?
Pack light, comfortable clothes, a good pair of shoes, and some basic medical supplies are essential. And don't forget a small gift for your host family.
I'm a bit nervous about meeting the locals. Any tips?
Be friendly and open-minded. Learn a few phrases in their language, like hello and thank you. It shows respect and makes a great first impression.
That's a good idea. What if I don't understand them?
Smile and be patient. Most people are happy to help if you try your best to communicate. Here's a fun idiom. Step out of your comfort zone. It means to try something new or challenging.
That's perfect for volunteering. You grow when you step out of your comfort zone. Thanks for all the tips, Emma. I feel more confident about volunteering now.
You're welcome, Ben. I'm sure you'll have an amazing experience.
And to our listeners, remember, volunteering abroad isn't just about helping. It's about learning, connecting, and growing. Let's start with the word volunteer. Listen carefully. Volunteer. Now, repeat after me.
Great. Let's use it in a sentence. I want to volunteer in another country. Repeat after me.
Remember, stress the last part of volunteer. It's volunteer. That helps your pronunciation sound natural.
Now, imagine you've just arrived at your host family's home.
Hello, my name is Ben. Thank you for welcoming me into your home.
Nice to meet you, Ben. We're happy to have you here.
I'm excited to learn about your culture and help the community. Great job today. Practicing these phrases and scenarios will help you feel confident when you travel with purpose.
Keep practicing, and remember, the more you speak, the easier it gets.
And don't forget, practice makes progress. Wow, what a fantastic journey we've had today. Let's quickly recap what we learned about purposeful travel.
We talked about how traveling with purpose means volunteering or engaging in cultural exchanges. It's all about making a positive impact while learning from new experiences.
And don't forget, small efforts can make a big difference. Whether you're teaching, helping with conservation, or just learning about a new culture, you're contributing to something meaningful. Now, here's our challenge for you. Take a few minutes this week to research a volunteer opportunity or learn about a new culture you're interested in.
It could be as simple as looking up a program online, reading about a country's traditions, or learning how to say hello in another language.
And if you've already had a meaningful travel experience, share your story with us. We'd love to feature it in a future episode.
We also want to hear from you. What did you learn today? What would you like us to talk about in our next episode?
Thank you for joining us today on the English Hustle podcast. We hope you're inspired to travel with purpose and explore the world in a meaningful way.